welcome your phone calls on the show. Well, we've got some interesting guests on the show for you today. I'm joined in the studio by Laurie Lynch, entertainment editor at aarp.org, who was formerly people editor for the Life section of USA Today newspaper. Laurie's work has given her a front seat at such events. She was reporting for the paper from inside Westminster Abbey in 1986 when Prince Andrew married Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York. And a little later, a very familiar face from British politics gives us her own quirky take on the royal nuptials. But first, our very own correspondent, who's been deep in the nitty-gritty of the royal wedding preparations, joins us from our studio in London. Wait a minute, you're not our correspondent. What's going on?
Yes, sorry. Are we live now? Is this happening?
Yeah, we are live. We're waiting for our royal correspondent.
Right, hang on. No, yeah, but your royal correspondent has actually just gone to the toilet. Oh. So, can you just bear? If you just,
we need. We're live.
They want the royal. I don't know anything about.
Sir,
I don't know anything about the wedding. I didn't get the memo. I didn't even know there was a wedding. Well,
we're live.
Perhaps. Yeah, no.
Yeah, perhaps you could just give us some idea. You are in Britain at least, so could you perhaps give us some idea of how the preparations are going?
Yes. There's a royal wedding here, Riz. I don't know whether you've heard about that. There's a prince and a lady, and they're getting married, and that means she's going to be a princess essentially. Those I understand are the rules of it.
We had got that far. We were more worried about like the celebrities and dignitaries that are now going to be attending. Have you heard anything about that as a sort of innocent bystander?
Yeah. Yes, I have. There's a lot of them. They're all coming from around the world. The dignitaries actually. There's been a lot of problems. As always with a wedding, I don't know whether you've ever been to a wedding, but what happens is that people do seating plans at a wedding, don't they? And what's happened is there's been a big problem with the seating plans because it's all dignitaries from sort of around the world, and like they accidentally at the beginning they sat like people from Palestine and Israel next to each other, you know, and that's just you can't do that. So they've had to build a sort of barrier between the two guests there out of bread rolls. So that's going to be in place throughout the whole of the wedding breakfast, just to separate the two factions.
Oh, I mean, the thing is, traffic. Well, traffic in London is terrible. I lived there for so many years, and I wonder how things are going to be, in terms of getting around. I mean, any problems so far?